Well, hello everyone and welcome to the channel, and on today's video I'm going to be getting down and dirty with my tranny van. What am I doing, you might be asking? Well, anyone that knows transits, well, you know that they do tend to rust. Now this is only 5 years old, so I don't know if these models tend to rust. I think they've been making these since about 2016, 15? Yeah, sort of around that age. Mark 8 Transit. I think this is now a Mark 9 because it's a 2020 model. But I don't know how these fare. Like, I know the Mark 7 Transits used to rust, so I've decided to get this some rust treatment on it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. What we're going to be using is Bilt Hamber. We're going to be using this Dynax UB. This is going to be like the undercoat, like kind of like an underseal. I'm going to be using that on all the underneath of the van. This is basically the same, but a clear version. That's going to be going on the wheel arches, because as you can see, they're nice and silver. So I think I'd like to keep them like that. And all under there, I think I'll probably use the clear stuff as well, possibly. I'll see how it goes, but definitely this bit I want to keep it silver. And this Dynax S50, that's what I'm going to be putting in the cavities to protect it. Now I have previously used Lano Guard on the L322 Range Rover, which is over there. Looking a bit sorry for itself because the suspension has now dropped at the back. But I used the Lano Guard on that, and although it was dead easy to apply, I found it really nice to use compared to things like wax oil. So that was a good bit of it, but I found it didn't last. I mean, within 6 months, I couldn't really find any evidence of it still on the vehicle, and I only did a few miles on it. It was mainly been parked up on the drive. I hardly drove it. And to be fair to Lano Guard, they don't say that it lasts a long time. I'm not sure what the quoted time is, but I think it's under 12 months. They say it's not UV stable, so it doesn't tend to last, and you have to keep redoing it. But this stuff, this Bilt Hamber, has been getting good reviews, and I looked on their website and on their YouTube channel, and I was actually doing a bit of research on this. And apparently this S50, Bilt Hamber themselves are saying this lasts 10 years in the cavities. So that's a win-win. And also there's a video that I watched that Bilt Hamber did on their channel, and they did like a comparison with the Lano Guard. Well, they didn't say Lano Guard, but they said a very well-known lanolin based product. So they'll be talking about that. And they used a special salt machine, like a machine that sprays salt and simulates set periods of time on like painted pieces of metal that they got, and they treated them with the lanolin based product, can't even say it, and the Bilt Hamber product, and then did the amount of time that it was sort of simulating, and the Bilt Hamber products came out a lot better. But I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll link that video down below, because it's easier than if you just go and watch that. It's not very long actually, it's only a couple of minutes. I don't even think it's that, and you can see what I'm talking about, so I'll put a link to that down below. But today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using that Lano Guard spray bottle, because I've seen on another YouTube channel, what's it called, Go Green Autos. So what he did is he used the original Lano Guard 1 litre bottle with the spray trigger, and he thinned it down with white spirit. And it does actually say on the back of the Dynax UB that you can actually thin it down with white spirit. You can paint it on, or you can spray it on. You can use it with spray equipment as well. I think I read that on the website. I'm sure you can use a spray equipment. I was going to buy like an electric spray gun, but after watching that guy's video on Go Green Autos, I thought that was really easy to just use that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to thin it down with white spirit, and I'm going to use that to spray it on with. So let's get on with that. Because I don't have access to a ramp, what I've done is I've parked the one side on the curb, if you can see, and then I've got the this side on these homemade ramps I made out of decking board. And you've probably noticed the little upgrade. Got some wheels, courtesy of Luke down at Rusty Nuts. Donated me a set of wheels off a limited model. So it looks a lot better now, doesn't it? And I did forget to mention, I have cleaned underneath already. I used some traffic film remover known as TFR. It's a chemical. I sprayed that all underneath, left that to sort of soak in for a while, and then I steam cleaned it with a diesel steam cleaner. It was really hot, and the amount of crap that came off it, you wouldn't believe. Before, it looked like it had an undercoat on it. It was just grime and dirt over the last 5 years of use, and now it's actually silver. So it's nice and clean, and it's a lovely day as well. It's been dry ever since I did it as well. We've had no rain, fortunately, in the UK. Yeah, I know, it's a miracle. No rain. And it's supposed to be nice for the next few days as well. So this is the ideal time to do it. It's nice and warm, it's nice and dry, it's nice and sunny. So I'm going to get that done now that it's nice and clean, because it's essential that you get it clean before you do it, because you don't want to apply it onto a dirty surface. So yeah, now that I've just remembered, I just want to let you know, because you'll be in the comments going, well, you need to clean it first. I did. Ooh. Yeah, it looks quite thick, doesn't it? I don't think you can see that. I don't think you'll be able to see that. So let's see if this goes in. Alright. Oh, that's pretty gloopy. Look at that. Is it actually pouring out? Oh yeah, it is. Just a bit slow. You can see though how that wouldn't actually spray through that spray, I don't think, very easily. And when I watched that guy's video, Go Green Autos, I think he even said he was going to sort of go 50-50, I think. I can't remember now, I'm going to have to rewatch it. I've got a brain like a goldfish, memory like a goldfish. It was only about a week ago I watched it. I was thinking of doing 60-40. Leave that to drain. I think on the back though, I think it only says 15%. 5 to 15%. But he said he contacted Bilt Hamber and they said you can do it more than that. I just rewatched it. He said he did it 3/4 Dynax, the Bilt Hamber Dynax, and quarter white spirit, but it was a little thick, so he's going to do it a little bit more, so like 70-30 I think. So kind of just got to do that by eye though, because I don't have anything I can actually measure it with, like a jug. Does that look about 70 to you? Round about. I suppose what I could have done really, I could have measured 70 700 millilitres of water, I suppose, and put it in there first, couldn't I? And then marked it. I suppose I could have done that. But that's a litre tub, so I'm just doing it by eye. Right, put the white spirit in. Time to give that a shake. But first of all, I'm going to put the cavity wax in. So let's get ready. Right. I'm under the van, and as you can see, look how it's came up. And that, what you can see there, initially looks like rust, but it's actually the factory wax, and they put the wax in. So that's the little holes on. I'm going to be putting this S50 cavity wax in. You can see under here, look how nice and clean it is now. I mean, look at all up there, look. And all down there. Came up really, really clean, and there ain't no rust whatsoever. Right, well I got the cavity wax in. I think I did get a bit of it on my face as well. It wasn't too bad though, but yeah, I'm pretty covered as well, look. I used 2 cans, I ended up using 2 cans of that stuff, so yeah, I only bought I bought a one thinking it'd be enough. I bought an extra one thinking maybe I'd use it next time, but I've used it. Yeah, I've used 2 cans. So now I'm going to get on with I'm going to do the wheel arches actually, put the clear stuff on. Let's see how this stuff sprays then. Oops. Well, as you can see, looks like I've sprayed you guys with it. Oh dear, need to give the camera a bit of a wipe. Well, I come to do the Dynax UB underneath, and the spray bottle's not working, and it seems to be too thick. I've watered it down a little bit more with white spirit. It's not working, so I've no idea how the chap at Go Green Autos managed to get it to work, but I'm gonna have to do a new plan now, so I'm gonna have to use a paintbrush, I think, because I don't have an electric spray gun or anything. So I'm gonna have to try that. You can see here, look, the factory underseal, but like they haven't done it, you know, there, for example. I wonder, do I even bother putting any on this? That's, yeah, it's still factory fresh, that is. And I might just go over the top of it slightly, but it's probably not worth wasting any of the product, is it, on all this? And here, look, it's just weird how it's just in some areas and not the rest, and then like you look there, for example, there's none there. Let's get a bit more on anyway. It's not nice being under here though, I'll tell you that. I'd much rather have been spraying this stuff. It's very time consuming. It's taking me ages and I've got a right neck ache. I've sprayed all in there, all these like cavities. I sprayed all that with the S50. I think it's called S50, I've forgotten now. I'm about halfway through it at the minute. Well, there you go. I've pretty much finished it. Well, I say finished, that's just one coat knot. It's quite hard to film under here as well. I'll show you the other side. And what I've done is, in areas like up there, I couldn't get to that, so what I did is I used the Dynax UC, which is the clear stuff. So I've sprayed that in all the little areas that I can't get to. I tried to get there with a brush, but you can imagine trying to get in there with a brush, look, it's pretty much impossible. And there's all plugs as well in the way. One thing I was wondering about, if any knowledgeable people out there know, is it okay to put, you know, like a wax oil and seal on your earthing points? Because I sort of tried not to, but then it went on there by accident. So please let me know in the comments if anyone knows. Well, as you can see, I've got more of it on my face, I think, than on the actual underside of the van. But yeah, that's just one coat apparently, according to the instructions. On the back of the container it says apply at least 2 coats at between 24-hour intervals, as the first coat acts as a priming coat so that the rest of it can adhere and then kind of build up its thickness. So I really don't want to have to get under there again. I've got to get a spray gun. That was such a chore. I don't know how many. I think I've been under there about 4 hours, 5 hours painting that, something like that. Crazy. I started at 12 o'clock. It's now 5:30, 6:30. It's now 6:30. I mean, I did do all the other coats. Obviously, it wasn't all the painting with the hand paint, you know, with the paintbrush, but obviously there was the rest of the job as well. But yeah, started about 12ish, I think. It's now 6:30, and now I'm going to clean it up and finish. And then I suppose, like I said, I'm going to have to get a sprayer and do another coat. So I'm going to sign off now because I'm absolutely shattered. My back's killing me, my neck's killing me because I've been sort of like this the whole time, and I'm covered in this underseal stuff, wax oil stuff. So I'm going to go and get this off with some white spirit, get myself a shower, and hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as much as me. I didn't enjoy it. I'll see you on the next one. And this isn't a how-to, by the way. Don't use this as a how-to video. See you later. Bye.